The week was filled with not only the experiences of camp, games, getting to know new people, but it was a focused time of encouraging people to think about God's work in our lives and calling, and through that to be able to hear a lot of different testimonies from people of a lot of different ages about their experience of God moving them and calling them in their lives. So anytime I think we can get together and we can celebrate, we can discover new people, new personalities, and hear new testimonies of the way that God works, I think it's amazing, which is what the week was.
I think I would describe the week as an incredibly worshipful experience. We had so much time to connect with other people that are just doing incredible work for God, and we had so much worship integrated into the plan of the week, and it was just an incredible space to see God move.
I think during the week of the summit, we tried to do disciplines that help us hear God's voice with more clarity. We worship together. We have moments of fellowship. We have small groups that we use to conversate and kind of discern and reflect on what God is calling us during the week. And so basically during the whole week, all we do is try to listen to God's voice and discern what our calling is. Not only if He is calling us to ministry, but what our calling outside the church and inside our communities is.
Filling and inspiring, I mean, that's 2 words, but like it's when you're around all those other people who like love God and like really are committed to giving their lives to Christ, like it just like fills you up, because like a lot of times when you're out there in the world, whether that's in your school or at your job or whatever it is, like it can be hard, because like sometimes you feel like you're always fighting an uphill battle because you might be the only one trying to stay faithful, but when you're here, you're just like surrounded by people who will give anything to follow Jesus Christ, and then that leaves you just feeling inspired. You're like, hey, I know I'm not alone out there. So when you go back to the world, you're like, it gives you a new sense of purpose and commitment in your faith.
I think it was brilliant. It was fulfilling. It was full of peace and joy, and it was also really needed in the midst of the summer and the start of the year.
Oh, the week is so good. It's just there's really nothing quite like getting a bunch of students and faculty and staff together who are really like-minded, who are seeking the same thing, seeking to find God in our everyday lives, seeking to find where God is calling us, what He's calling us to, and to do that in community is such an important aspect of it. It's so fundamental to the Wesleyan tradition. It's very historic Methodist, seeking God and the presence of God in the context of small groups, bands, and classes. And it's also consistent with ancient Christianity, which always has seen itself as a people searching after God. And so the week is wonderful for that, and it's also wonderful for just meeting new people and getting closer to people you already know. Yeah, I love it. I look forward to it every year.